Okay, as I was saying, up here we have Fiery. Seems like he's having a lot of fun. And also we have Clock, who looks a bit angry to be honest, being a bit peckish. But Barf Bag, sick, of course. Gelatin looks completely confused. And Bommy, you probably look like do you really look like you're like remade instead of your original design, Bommy? Man, can you see any details on this character? He is actually a bomb. Isn't he supposed to be exploding? He's still alive, to be honest. Alright, we have Needle. Needle looks completely angry, to be exact. Pin, oh my god, you're actually scaring me to death. Alright, Queenie. Wow. Looks like they're having a lot of fun. Betrayed as beach balls, apparently. And it looks like there's Eggy, of course. Looking really, really downward spiraled. Get it? Downward spiraled. Kiki's up next. Looking impressed. Puffball. Man, just like most of the characters like closing their eyes. Who's our next character? Who do you think? Anyways, we have Foldy, the one I've seen her before. Still as a beach ball, like betrayed of the other ones. Basketball. Everyone is just like really proud of this for the state. Man, everyone is exactly happy at the state. Except for Needle and the others. Where's Fanny? Isn't she supposed to be here? I don't know what's going on here. I think I'm gonna lose my mind right now. Alright, we have Nelly accidentally overflate herself. Inflation. Looks like we have Nelly unamused. This is an updated version of the one that I did. Looks like she's angry, probably because like she does the same thing as me. She says, "I'm bored." And then she's back to the same thing as the first frame. She is surprised, and she says, and she spotted a helium tank. Oh look, a helium tank. Okay, maybe I could inflate myself. Wow, what a genius are you? Okay, Neely, let's see what you got here. You're just gonna turn the thing right there. And okay, looking pretty but smart right now. Looking pretty good so far. Then just becomes a different angle of her. Oh no, I can't reach the handle. It's almost when Scooter. It's kind of similar to when Scooter says, "I can't find the coin slot" from the episode "My Pretty Seahorse" from SpongeBob SquarePants. I'm getting too inflated. A few minutes later, and I cannot see her face. And then she screams. And then we see various characters such as Saw and Gady. Then she screams. Saw was like, "Did you hear something?" And then, "Nope," said Gady. On a different background. And then Leafy looks at it, and then Leafy says, "Hey, Neely!" Just like in complete surprise. 8-Ball says like that he doesn't have a favorite number at all. Really, 8-Ball? Alright, we just got 2 from TPOT and Rocky, who was upside down. And lastly, we have Sonic the Hedgehog, but it's like more poorly drawn. And just like about a few moments later, Bommy appears, my favorite character from BFDI. He seems to be looking at the helium tank that Nelly just did before. So, he just looks at the viewer and just he starts to inhale it, just like what Neely does. And then she's back to her original size. Well, in this episode, Bommy does not speak. And Neely says, "What a trip." And Neely was like, "Well, at least I didn't burst." And Neely just looks at it, completely just like. There's also an exclamation point on top of her. She probably says something that something has gone on her way, and it's revealed to be Bommy, who just inhaled the helium tank without deflating. Yeah, instead of doing the same thing like Neely does, he's just like bigger right now, and he does not talk in this episode. Probably because he most likely forgotten his lines. Wow. Completely impressed. There was like a funny ending, of course. Mainly because of Bommy at the end. He used to be my favorite character from BFDI, and Neely was like completely scared. Looks at him for some reason. Alright, 4th of July, BFDI X2, Baby's Water Fat Inflation. Looks like we have a knife, pen, apple, teardrop, an unknown character, dictionary, leafy, eggy, and marshmallow. Wow, I'm completely impressed. This only shows one image and has like no sound. Alright, remote inflation is up next, and remote is just sitting here, much to her dismay. "Man, I'm thirsty," said remote, and something appears, and it looks like a drink. Just what I need. And then she drinks it. Then just throws the cans away. But then a growling appears, and then remote starts to become inflated. What the? Am I bloating up? Wow. That's really, really big, of course. Now she's looking at it the other way. And just like, her arms was like, rapidly shaking, like smear framed. Oh my god, it's getting bigger, and now we cannot see her, probably because of due to how big the circle is. 30 minutes later. Anyways, back to the video, and it looks like now we have remote again, just has her face. I am so bloated, said remote. Wow, just how big she is. Just like, what the? Fanny, what are you doing here? Are you just sleeping on the job? Fanny, get off of me. And remote accidentally just burps. And Fanny is still asleep. And Fanny was like, "I love this." Thinking that this is a life for Fanny. Okay, we have blue Fanny, which is smiling, red Fanny, yellow Fanny, pink Fanny, light blue Fanny, green Fanny, pink Fanny, and the original Fanny. The original Fanny says, the tummy starts rumbling again. The pink Fanny is like, huh? And then she completely likes it, and red and yellow Fanny looks at it, and the blue one starts inflating as well. And just like 5 minutes into the episode, original Fanny, who looks angry, the red Fanny, who looks kind of scared, the pink Fanny seems to be happy at this, yellow seems to be neutral, blue, also with pink, blue does the same thing as pink, green is not amused, and the light blue one, same with yellow. Wow, this is just a bunch of circumstance. If you're just gonna believe me or not, I'm just gonna step right back. Okay, we have Pen from BFDI, and it looks like she has like inflated probably about too much, and just only one stupid frame. Okay, we have Barf Bag tickling Fanny inflation. Barf Bag was like, Yeah, Barf Bag was about to be very, very silly, to be honest, and just like tickles Fanny until she becomes bigger than ever. Just like Barf Bag continues and just Fanny is still laughing at this. I thought she was supposed to be angry. Not not as long that not as long that they even expect, but then just completely loses lose her consciousness and just like looks at Barf Bag, and Barf Bag is like Barf Bag accidentally hugs Fanny. Wow. That's an unexpected ending. I didn't even see this in real life. Alright, Fanny Inflation Part 3 looks like Teardrop just inflated Fanny and just becomes bigger, and then she says, "Really, Teardrop?" Man, Fanny's just the majority of the episode. Alright, 2 from TBOT is just looking at the stars until his stomach starts to growl. And then his belly starts to inflate like a beach ball, and then just like his hands just sink in without his feet. Toe looks at it for a moment, and then just got a little bigger a bit, and just like feels happy at the end. Wow, just wow.